you go. Talk to it.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic! Yeah. It's the best daytime live show on all of YouTube. It's the Classic Codes. You know I gotta come to the ring, man.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came. I got cold looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes and the friends. They can't seem to get to me. They out of master discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation. Cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused.
Let's get focused. Yo, it's Classic with the Classic Codes, and I got another great live show for y'all today, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me for sure. 333 for everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's on the rewatch. Hit me with a 333. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And more above everything else, stick to the codes. Today on the agenda, though, we actually have 2 reaction videos, 2 questions of the day, and a code language conversation. So we got plenty to get through on today's episode. So we're not gonna waste no time. We're gonna start off by sliding over to 8 at the table, and they talking about male best friends. Now I haven't watched this, so we going full authentic. Y'all know the way I like to give y'all my reactions. We're gonna go full authentic with it. I have not watched this, so yeah, we're gonna see what's to it, see what Rico and the gang are talking about here on 8 at the table. Let's roll.
Get your nuts out your pocket. Let them hoes drop. How can I tell her that I want her to know how men are? Shut the fuck up. Ugh, I'm just annoyed by that. It seems very whiny. It's like if it's your woman, why are you not confident in what your relationship is with her? Like, why do you even care what this other person, regardless of how close he is, like, why do you care what this other person does, thinks, or whatever?
That part.
Because the thing is that, like, if he get out of line, first of all, she should say something to her man. But if he get out of line and you see it, then you handle it. But you sitting up in here crying in a corner, wondering, oh my God, what should I tell her? Oh my gosh. Oh.
Honestly,
I ain't gonna lie, off rip. And I mostly disagree with her all the time. Damn near. I think I've agreed with her like once. But off rip, that's just flat out female logic. That's female logic. That's someone who isn't tasked with being a protector, thinking about some shit that a protector actually has to deal with. Let's go.
He said, I'm not trying to make her choose. But honestly, I feel like.
So what is he doing? If he's not trying to make her choose, what is he doing?
That's why he don't know what to do. But I feel like that's the only way to go, because if she doesn't feel like this is a big enough situation that bothers him,
exactly.
So yeah, but she's not bothered by whatever he's feeling. So it's like, it's either I say this to you once and final time for you to wake up and notice that this bothers me that much that I'm finna walk away for it, and you fix up or distance yourself or say whatever you need to say to your friend, your brother, or whatever, then I don't know what other option there is.
I have it.
Tell him.
Sir.
There it is. I'm waiting for it.
You are insecure for whatever reason about the relationship that they have. It's unreasonable for you to think that she would not be no longer be friends with this person because of y'all's relationship. What?
I agree and disagree. So throwing the insecurity term out right there, that's gaslighting. That's gaslighting. For a man to have boundaries that he is allowed to establish for himself, and he goes to set those boundaries with somebody that he dealing with in a serious capacity, for you to diminish his boundaries down to insecurity is gaslighting. Now, when she says that, what was the second part? Because I agree with the second part. Let me go back.
That she would not be no longer be friends with this person because of y'all's relationship.
Now, I agree with that part. I think as men, you should have a policy. You should have a policy. You either got a hard, line in the sand. I don't deal with women who got male best friends, flat out, like deal breaker type shit. That's your policy, or you tolerant. Pick a side. And then that way you don't even get that deep in knowing that you uncomfortable. Y'all ain't even at the level of serious. And off rip that shit make you uncomfortable. But let's go.
What? Anyway, it's unreasonable for you to ask them to not be friends anymore. And she clearly doesn't have interest in not being his friend because she done already told, you.
Shout out to April in the chat. She said some men. Some men what? Talk to me. Let's go.
You see one thing and she sees another. In my opinion, you either need to say it and be done with it and, just figure out some coping mechanisms, or you just need to leave her alone. Because, I mean, I think it's really hard to ask somebody to like, oh, pick me. We've been dating for 1 or 2 years or 3 years or whatever, and you've known this person your entire life, childhood, middle school, high school, like literally your entire life.
Yeah, if it's their entire life, they might as well go ahead and see what's to that. If you know somebody from the sandbox, if you a guy and you got a female friend that you've known since elementary school and y'all stayed tight all the way up into adulthood, what y'all doing? Now, if you met somebody in college and or if you met somebody in but knowing somebody from childhood all the way through to adulthood and staying locked in that long, I mean, is one of y'all just super unattractive or something? Like, what y'all doing at that point? Especially if y'all trying relationships on y'all own and failing. Like, what y'all doing at that point?
And nothing has ever happened. Well, you know what? Maybe they've been peeping since y'all was in kindergarten. Maybe that's what it is, But like, it's really, he gonna be sad if she don't.
I don't feel like that's the case. I don't think that he's insecure about that.
I appreciate her saying that. We're gonna come right back. Let me go see what the classic chat talking about. April said some men don't like other men having access to their women. Yeah, they should. Men that vote Democrat, cool with it. April said whether platonic or not. Yeah. He shouldn't be super comfortable with it at all. Yeah. No, I got you. Yeah. I think there's different types of men. You got men who give a lot of like for lack of a better term, they give a lot of rope, in regards to just being very relaxed in regards to shit like male best friends or being relaxed in regards to work husbands and stuff like that. Like when you just play it too cool, I think sometimes naturally women want resistance to that type of stuff. They don't want you to just be cool, like you just all right with everything she do. You don't set no boundaries or nothing. You just overly chill about everything. Like I think women kind of want some resistance. And you correct me if I'm wrong, being a woman, but wouldn't you want your guy to, what I'm saying, raise concern sometimes? If he care, shouldn't he be raising a concern? Yeah, let's go.
Their relationship.
I think he is.
I don't think that he's insecure about their relationship.
Why is he even worried about another dude?
Ever.
Like, why are you even worried about?
That's not being worried. That's not being worried, yo. Let me hear them out. Let's go.
Somebody that might like your girl.
And you expect people to like your girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, but this is someone in close proximity though. Like I
And?
feel like
Still a man.
we're not talking about just someone who might have been around her this one time, or someone that she's not really around. This is someone she calls her brother.
They
Like
said childhood friend. Is that what it said?
I didn't read that. No.
Still
It just said that
snake.
she got a friend that she calls her guy best friend.
Okay. I mean, there's only two options.
Like
Man up.
I feel like it is absolutely
Leave.
okay for a man to not be okay with your relationship with another man if he sees that it's too friendly, it's too, like, that makes him feel a type of way.
Yeah,
And
but
that's not insecure though.
what's the definition of too friendly? Are they flirting, or are you so insecure that you think because he smiled at her, or they have an inside joke that you don't know about that you can't handle?
I mean, based on what I read, I don't feel like it's anything like that. I feel like she is just acting so oblivious that this guy best friend just be flirting with her in broad daylight, right in front of the boyfriend, and she's just writing it off like, "Oh no, that's family, that's my brother." Like that's how I'm picking.
So what do you
this up.
suggest?
Okay, so I gotta interject here because I'm waiting on the gentleman to start speaking a bit because we're getting a lot of woman POV, which is fine, but I want to hear the balance get brought into it because I think men and women see this very differently for a lot of unique reasons. And so, because she just said like the guy best friend is like flirting with her, and she's writing it off as like, oh no, that's that's my brother or whatever the case may be. But why is it always positioned that way? Why does the guy best friend have to listen? He could have her in the friend zone. He could have her in the friend zone. Like I'm just adding that piece to the conversation. Let's go.
She does.
No, I suggest that he give her that ultimatum.
No. Once he makes his complaint known, like, what is it that you think that she should do in response to his complaint?
Distance herself
From
How
who?
so?
Wait, from who?
From the
From
friend.
the guy-
From the friend.
from the friend.
Really?
How so? How do you distance yourself from someone that you're always around?
Don't be
That
always
you've
around.
always been
We
around.
see each other 5 days a week. All right, let's lessen it to like 3 or 2.
And you don't think there's still gonna be a problem?
I mean, if I'm making a change in our friendship, then I'm doing it because X.
They can still have sex within those 2 days.
Right.
Like nothing's changed. All you're doing is creating
I
resentment.
mean, if the facts of the situation is true and they've never did anything, I don't know why us seeing each other 2 days a week now instead of 5 means that we're definitely going to do something now.
But that's his issue. That's why he said they can, whatever they could be doing that the boyfriend thinks that they could be doing,
Mhm.
even with 2 days, they can still do whatever that is. That's the point that he's making.
I think that for me, I feel like I would like to have some respect for my man. So if he's not comfortable with this, I'm not going to cut off my friendship, but maybe what he is seeing is true. And maybe I'm too naive to see it myself. So yeah, I am going to pull back from this friendship a little bit just so that this guy best friend.
Again, I'm gonna say it again. Why is there so much emphasis on this guy best friend wants your woman? Your woman could want the guy best friend. That go both ways. The dynamic is dangerous on both sides. Y'all, they're just not gonna talk about that part. You know what I mean? The guy best friend could be chilling. He could be chilling. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Friend of mine knows, like, I'm over here.
It's not gonna be enough.
Well, she was gonna have to adjust
It's
to
not gonna
make
be
it
enough.
enough.
Because he gonna still be around.
Because is the issue that he's attractive?
I mean,
The
they
issue
didn't say
is,
that.
The issue is that
If he was fat and ugly, she wouldn't be saying nothing.
I think that
Honestly,
the issue is that the guy is a snake. He's dressing up to be something that he's not. It's not like
All right, before Rico get off into that, April said, I agree, gotta have respect for him and the relationship. I got a question of the day that's gonna complement this video. So I'm trying not to answer the question of the day before I get to it, but it's kind of gonna tackle some going to the nuances of what you just said, April.
Again, he said he's just somebody who's been playing the long game, which means he was never a actual friend. There was hidden agendas and ulterior motives the entire time. It's not about, okay, cool, they are good friends and they may have an attraction for each other. It's that this person never really cared to be your friend. This person only wanted to be close to you, and that he'll wait as long as he can so he can sleep with you.
Hey, time out. What level of loser is Rico discussing right now? I'm not gonna say that these types of men don't exist, but what level of loser is he discussing? I've never seen any woman, and I've been all over the world. I've never seen any woman that is so physically attractive that I'm willing to invest years of fake ass friendship to get a piece of the pie. That's rich as hell. Like, what level of loser ass dude, and I gotta keep dudes accountable. What level of loser are y'all if y'all sticking around a female and playing friend? Because he's essentially describing somebody who's acting or just putting on until he gets to his agenda. What level of loser are we discussing here? Do regular men do this? Because this gets brought up a lot when these types of conversations happen. And I'll just be like, who are these dudes that are putting in years of investment simply just to get the pie? Like, so for the guys that do it and it work out and she finally give in and let them get it after years and stuff, do they just vanish after that? After they get it, do they just vanish and disappear off into the night? What do they do? Like, I'm trying to figure out, is this like a fairy tale hypothetical that people just keep perpetuating, or is this like a real thing?
That's the main problem. It's not that the friend is attracted to her. It's just the fact that that one is a person who is never genuine from the very beginning in his eyes.
Right. So why is he worried about somebody who is so lame that they willing to play the long game?
I don't think that he would. I don't think that it's his like genuine care for if this guy could take his girl. And it's not it. But if this is someone that she's around all the time, like he's in his space all the time.
What I'm saying is that if this is a dude that's playing the long game, he's sitting around being, what y'all call him, a herb.
Fam. I'm not gonna answer my question of the day before I get to it. I'm gonna let them cook. Damn.
Like playing, like acting like you the friend. Like, why do you care about somebody like that?
You
see what I'm saying? Like,
no, we don't see what you're saying, because it's not a one-way street. They discussing it like it's a one-way street, and it's not a one-way street. We don't see what you're saying. If I'm a woman's guy best friend, 9 times out of 10, when it's time for him to meet me, he sees a threat, whether there's a threat or not. He sees a threat. And it's not because the man has to be a snake. He could see, shit, this nigga might be something that my girl might like. Forget whether he wants your girl might want him. It's a two-way street is what I'm saying. So it's a threat on both fronts. And I don't think, a certain type of men see it that way. Certain type of men, they see it that way. It's a threat in both regards. Shit, she putting herself, a guy that is good with women and get women, easy. He recognized another guy that has the same, charisma or the same attributes. We recognize each other. If there's a threat afoot, there's a threat afoot. And as a man who's trying to take said woman seriously, he needs to act accordingly. Set a boundary. I don't get why people try to vilify that. He said, it makes sense to me. Yeah, like it's a threat. It's a threat. It's threats everywhere. If you dealing with an attractive woman, got her head on straight, you dealing with one of them the rare kind, the ones that still walking in that old school shit. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna be prime real estate, bro. Everybody gonna want some of that. You know what I mean? So you can't, it ain't even, y'all putting all this emphasis on this friend. If she got a job, fam, you got to worry about all her coworkers. You got to worry about her boss who make, you know, you got to worry about her manager, her boss's boss that make more than you do. You know what I'm saying? That she only see the best sides of every day. All that. It's threats everywhere. It's threats everywhere. Men are supposed to be a real, well, yeah, like I said, I think we can use the term real man these days with the climate. Real men are supposed to be protective and territorial. And to try to diminish it down to insecurity, that's gaslight. That's gaslight. Is my sound good? 333 if my sound good. I'm getting feedback. 333 if my sound good, chat. But yeah, Cortez said her best guy friend gonna want her more than anyone, maybe even you. Sometimes that don't work that way, bro. Bro, listen, bro. That best guy friend shit go two ways. He said 333. Cool. That best guy friend shit go two ways, fam. It does. I've been a best guy friend to females at different stages and different ages all throughout life. That shit go two ways. It's never been a situation where it's like I never played like super close friend with a chick just to see if I could smash, and I'm putting on for 2-3 years, a year, 6, 8, 9 months. Like, nah, if you a friend, you a friend. If you being a friend, you being a friend. But just because you being a friend doesn't mean that nature isn't nature, and that if there was a night where, like, y'all, you get what I'm saying? Like, I've had female friends and been, you know, you be super close for windows of time. It might be, you know what I mean? Like, but that shit don't. A threat is a threat. You either, like I said, I don't know why people put emphasis on this particular person. If your woman work a job, fam, it's threats everywhere. like y'all emphasizing this homie and shit like that. Man, please, man, it be the dude over there in the cut. It don't even be the homie be chilling. A lot of times the guy best friend knows shit about your girl that you don't know that make him unattracted to her. Oh no, man, I could never be with her. I know her way too well. Y'all telling me that's not a thing? I could never be with her. I know her way too well. Y'all telling me that's not a thing? So y'all put all this emphasis on the dude that's around being the snake and shit. Your girl could want her guy friend. She could be playing the role that she allowed to be in his life. Like, it go both ways. And I'm not saying that it's got to be that way. I'm just saying y'all got to bring that to the table if we're going to have this discussion. She said a little bit of static comes and goes, not too bad. All right, I appreciate it. That's what I'm getting in my headphones. Thank you. Turn this game down. All right, we should be good. All right. Thank you, April. He said that's facts. I'm saying more so the guy who constantly oversteps, not the dude who just the homie. Is it easy to tell the difference, Cortez? He said if she works, it's bigger threats than the homie. And then he said, let's see. Yeah, if she works a job, it's definitely bigger threats than the homie. Because them dudes, she around them dudes 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Way bigger threat. I'm the guy friend that doesn't want them because of what I know about them. Yeah, oftentimes that, even if it isn't the case going into it, it becomes the case. Oftentimes the closer and closer you get to a woman, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the less you want them. You know what I'm saying? The more you know and shit, the less you really want them. It's like that sometimes. Check. There we go. Microphone super sensitive today. I don't know what's going on, chat. Telling you, man, technology got a personality. But yeah. Let's see what else they got to say, y'all. Let's go.
Really worried about her?
It's never a worry. It's,
right? No, he is worried about it.
Making it a worry.
Thank you.
It's the fact that it's present. It's
Yeah, but men are always present.
no.
And how about the
But
second
this-
issue is her being oblivious to this kind of behavior?
That's another problem.
What about it? What do you mean?
That, like, your friend of how much years, your brother, your family, you can't tell that he likes you?
Well, one, we don't know that is in fact the case. That's
I
the
made it the
boyfriend's
case.
That's his
perspective.
perspective, yeah.
I mean, he's the one
We're
talking to
only
me.
talking about his perspective.
Yeah, but again,
Like-
I think it clearly matters if he's an attractive man, because if he was a fat man or
That would be even worse, actually. Because why you got this sloppy ass nigga fake
because he's a
friending?
friend.
But he's fake friending. It's not that he's even a real friend. He's a fake friend.
Why are you worried about the fat man?
It's not about worry. Like you have fake, dishonest
Stop
people
saying that,
around
like,
you.
fat niggas can't pull nothing.
Bro, like how are they doing this? How are they weaponizing worry? How are they weaponizing? Okay, so okay. All right. We in the jungle. Why you worried about them lions over there? Why you worried about them lions over there? The fuck? They lions. They're a threat to what we got going on. Why is, like, I don't get that. What is this question? Why are you worried about it? Because it's right there. And it's a threat to what I got going on. Oh, that's insecurity. Oh, okay. So a perceived threat that I can visually look at, assess, and understand is insecure. To take it for the threat that it is, that's insecure. Tenfold. You gonna call the U-Haul or you want me to call it? You gonna call the U-Haul or you want me to call it? I think we got what we need on this one. Shout out to Eight at the Table, man. Make sure y'all tap in with them. I'll put the link to that video in the description of the edited version of this, like always. Shout out to Eight at the Table. I think we got what we need from that. So we gonna the first question of the day that we got today. This actually ties in with what we just did on the reaction video. The question of the day: does the male bestie have to go for a woman to find a husband? So for unmarried women who have male best friends and they would like to acquire a husband, does the male bestie need to get out the way? In whatever capacity, whether she got to let him know, hey, I need to create space, whether he understands it already, does the male bestie have to go for a woman to find a husband? I want to see what y'all got to say about this, chat. We got women and men in the chat today. Shout out to everybody in the classic chat, man. 333. Yes, Lord. Classic. Yeah, man. It's a good question. And it kind of ties in with what they were just talking about. I would say this. I think that in a lot of instances, there should be a natural distance that's created. So let's say I meet a woman and she tell me she got a male best friend and they talk, and I ask, I'll ask, like, how often do y'all talk? If she says, oh, we speak every day. We talk every day. We talk, all the time. Like, that's my best friend. Oh, okay, that's what's up. If I decide to proceed and continue dealing with that woman, the more serious we get, the less and less I would naturally feel like I should be hearing about dude. Naturally. I don't even feel like it's a situation where I would even need to or have to say anything if I'm dealing with a woman that's dead serious about me. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. This is hypothetical. But if I went on a date with a woman, she tells me she got a male best friend that she talks to every day. Like, that's her best homie. They like this. It's like family, but it's not blood, right? And I continue to proceed in dating this woman. I would think the more serious we get, the less and less communication she would have with dude. Naturally. Because more of that time, attention, communication, conversation, all that stuff should be naturally heading in my direction. Is that off base, chat? A lot of that should be headed in my direction, just off GP. So I think the separation should be natural if you're dealing with a woman that's serious about you. I think, like I said in the reaction, and I'll say it again here, is that I think most men should just have a policy. Just like some dudes be like, oh, I'll date a chick with one kid, but not two. Or I date a chick with multiple kids as long as it's one baby father. Or I don't date chicks with kids at all. They have a policy. I think it's the same thing with male friends. Like, you should just have a policy. But I'm telling you right now, if you're going to deal with a woman that's attractive, generally speaking, threats are everywhere. It ain't just the bestie you got to worry about. It's not. And people use the word worry like that's like it's like a gaslight word, because it's like, I ain't worried. I'm just, man, worry, concern, aware of, whatever you want to call it, however you want to word it. I'm listen, I see the threat. You can tell me it ain't a threat. You can tell me, oh, I'm supposed to be more secure. It's a whole lot of dudes out here that was hyper secure and got played in the worst ways known to man because they was overly secure. Too much of anything is a bad thing. Too much of anything is a bad. Don't be overly secure. Don't be too secure. Don't think. It's another question today I ain't gonna answer yet, but don't think that your shit just don't stink so much. It can't be you, dog. Life will show you quick. It could be you, dog. It's women out here with millionaires cheating with the cool boy. Believe that. Believe that. Don't, yeah. That's happening. Don't
Classic.
yeah. Don't get it twisted. April said, same way a married woman naturally pulls away from her single female friends. Yep. Same exact way. It should be a natural pull. And it don't mean, and listen, if y'all truly was friends and y'all truly was homies, it should still be all love. When that distance naturally occurs, just like if the guy best friend gets serious with a woman, he gonna naturally talk to his female best friend less because that time and attention and conversation, communication, kicking it, bonding, that shit going to his woman. It's going to his woman. It's a natural separation. It's a natural distance. So does the male bestie have to go for a woman to find a husband? I would say in a way. In a way. For real. I think to a degree. Especially if the guy is charming and handsome. You know what I'm saying? I would hate to be going to go meet a chick that I'm dating for a little while and go meet her family for the first time at the cookout and her guy best friend show up and I'm 5'10", I'm 5'10", 230, a little chubby, but I dress nice and make good money. And her male best friend walk in 6'2", skin glowing, long hair, dressed nice, smelling good, and everybody there know him and love him already. Hey, what's good, boy? Man, come on, G. Come on, G, the new boyfriend, like. You know what I'm saying? He trying to put it, man, the fuck? Come on, dog. Come on, man.
Oh, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Cortez said the funny thing is you're only insecure until you catch her. Right. Yeah. You was insecure and doing too much until you was right as hell. He said, even if it's not sexual, yes, on both sides. Yep. But yeah, I think so. In a way, and we can ask this question backwards: does the female best friend have to go for a man to take up a wife? To a degree. I think that, like I said, there would be a natural separation, and it don't have to be no beef. It's just it just occurs on its own. And people who are real friends, when the ebbs and flows of friendship happen over the course of decades and shit, people who are real friends, they handle that, they take that shit seamlessly. Like I've had friendships where people take that shit personal. It's like, all right, well then shit, if you upset, the door is unlocked. Hey, Jay Zilla 333, my boy. Welcome to the chat, dog. The dog's just coming in. Cortez said, I dropped the chick for bringing a bestie around and he was inferior. It was just the principle. Oh, Jesus. He was inferior, dog? What? I love the way Cortez talk. Hey, he was inferior to you, bro? What made him inferior, bro? I want to hear this shit. What made him inferior? Oh shit! Let me get off this reaction, man. Let's move on. We got like 3 more segments to get to. I'll be at this question of the day all day. But yeah, so we came to a consensus on this. That's the first question of the day. Let's roll. All right, we moving into another reaction video. We actually sliding over to Uncle Plug TV with the panel from last night. Souls of Thought. April was on there. We actually sliding over there because I was rewatching. I wasn't able to catch it live, unfortunately. But I was rewatching and dropping comments and stuff. And then I got to a point of the conversation and I was like, oh man, I got to do a reaction on this. So I hit pause and didn't want to go any further so I could do the reaction authentically. You know what I mean? So we gonna take it to the Uncle. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with Uncle Plug TV. Y'all go subscribe to his channel and Souls of Thought. Let me pull this in for y'all. Yes, Lord. Look at the gang, man. All right, let's go.
Them boy got the mama they used to hug over like they right here while they get their haircut. And cut a fool if you do something wrong, man. These boys, man, I'm telling you, man, these boys are tender. When I listen to them talk on these panels, bro, like these boys are tender. And when they hear me talk, they oh man, he's a Neanderthal. He's old.
Hold on. Plugs. April said, "What's understood doesn't have to be explained." Sometimes I agree. Most of the time, actually. Cortez said, "Bro, he was 130 pounds, soaking wet, a vanilla midget, and had white gangster syndrome. LOL from Aurora. Them be the ones that'll hit your girl, bro. I hate to tell him the truth. He'll be the one to get you." Them the ones, dog. He'll be the one. Yeah. Play. They said God will humble you, boy. He'll be the one. He said exactly. That's why you cut it off, boy. You smart, boy. That boy's smart. That's why he in the classic chat. We smart. We cracking them codes. We not playing.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Oh God, let's go, man. Let's see what the gang talking about. Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
But with that being said, Plug, I think a lot of the conversations that we hear that are different from our conversation is because a lot of people weren't really in the gym. See, like men who really have played the field, we already get the game. We already understand it. A lot of these guys, some of them been married for 20 plus years. So how are you really going to talk about what's going on in the dating world? You don't know what it's like because your life has been with one person. You know what I mean? And
shots.
then you think about the other guys who've been in the social media age where, you know, catfishing going on. I never knew how many men got hurt by women. I hear that a lot now. Like,
oh yeah.
Now this is where I paused it and said, I'm doing a reaction. Because how you didn't know? How didn't you know, buddy? They cheat. Hey, my dog Norris is in the psychology field. They cheat more than us, dog. Who you think are the recipients of all this cheating? How didn't you know, bro? Let's go.
Niggas getting hurt by women. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like, that's,
No, it's not. It's happening somebody getting their heart broke right now. He finding out the bad news right now. Thought she was the one. Psych your mind.
Yeah, women are savage.
that's crazy to me.
Heard
Not saying that you
You know,
can.
April said they'll tell you the truth out loud. She said women are savage and sat up. Yeah. They'll tell you the truth. I see you, April. Yeah, they'll tell you the truth out loud. Yes, y'all are. You sure are. And we know now. Thank you to the World Wide Web and the Red Pill community. Yeah.
Classic.
Well, we on to you now. Yeah, we know.
Can't have a bad experience with a woman. But like, I hear so many men saying they got cheated on by women. Like, how are you getting cheated on by a woman? And then, like, how does that happen?
And he said, how are you getting cheated on by a woman? Like you could do something about it. How you stop it? What is it? I'm gonna ask the female that next time. How are you getting cheated on by a man? Like how does that happen? Oh, I should have been there live, boy. But this reaction gonna be good, boy.
Like, maybe I just never knew that I was cheated on because that never happened to me. In 39 years of my life, no woman ain't never cheated on me,
bro.
Shit. Shit.
I do not understand how these men getting cheated on. Like,
go back when you was 18, 19.
I was that dude.
Bro, listen.
I've been that dude since like 9.
What does that dude consist of? Being that dude.
I've been that dude since 9.
What does that dude consist of? What is that?
I had my first experience at 9. Legit. God is my witness.
Look,
I've been on the game since 9. I've been playing it since 9. No. I ain't proud of it. It was bad. Like, you know, it's a lot more to it. But like
the game was open playing field. It was open playing field. The game. I learned.
You ever been cheated on?
No.
See, like I'm
talking about C. All two of y'all talking about C. Now ask 98 other brothers. What you talking about?
I don't understand that. That's hard for me to like grasp. Like because it's like, man, like,
hold on. Thank you, Cortez. Hey, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Yeah. I'm gonna drop the link in this bitch. Yeah, come on. Yeah. He said, I spent so many years working in the industry. Yes, he got cheated on for sure. What is he talking about, boy? Ignorance is bliss for sure. Cortez said, being that dude makes no difference. Matter of fact, she gonna cheat with a loser just because of that. Absolutely. Listen, that's what. Yeah. I love being healed because this shit funny now. It's funny now. It was a time where nigga couldn't talk about this type of shit without tearing up a little bit, nigga. Hey, look. Listen, when they cheat with the loser, dog, when they cheat with the loser, that's what hit the heart. That's why I be understanding when women be like it ain't like not only did he cheat, but the chick he cheated with, I be feeling, I get it. Listen, I'm a man that practices empathy now. I get it straight up. He said she used to tell him, baby, I fell asleep for so many hours, and he believed it. Yeah. Take it easy on Norris, bro. He with us. He with the team. Oh, we gonna have a debate, man. I gotta put a men's minute together. Let's go.
How do you get cheated on?
Women cheat emotionally before they'll cheat physically.
I get that. I respect that.
Okay.
I guess we all got cheated on.
After the emotion, then comes the physical.
If it happened, cause I was unbeknownst to me.
You said that dude means we've been blessed.
Thank you, Oz.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Just shooting the club up.
When it was 18, 19, when I was in the military, it was like it was smorgasbord. It was a smorgasbord. Like when I went home to go get my home.
See, that's why we always gotta listen for context. You got two ex-military men here, right? So they talking about they ain't been cheated on. Well, listen, if you traveling the world, getting to how you live and doing what you're doing, you feel what I'm saying? Ain't no real opportunities there for you to get super invested to the point where somebody has the ability to break your heart. See, to fall deeply in love with a woman, you are at that point vulnerable. Vulnerable by definition. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Vulnerable by definition. Vulnerable means susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm. That is the definition of vulnerable. It means susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm. So if you have not fallen in love to the point where you've made yourself vulnerable, then yes, you haven't been hurt. But you also haven't been in that love, that agape, that euphoric, you know what I mean? Shit. So it's a trade-off. You know, it's this game a battlefield now. You put yourself out there hoping to get that feeling. But listen, just as high as the high is, that's as low as the low go. Y'all don't hear me, man. Y'all don't hear me. Classic. He said that's a damn lie too. They cheat physically with quick ease. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Cortez, I wish I could disagree with you, bro. But after I got cheated on, I went on a run where I only dealt with females that had a guy. You know what I'm saying? No husband. I never messed with nobody's wife, to my knowledge. But I only dealt with females that had a guy. And when I seen how that shit was damn near easier than talking to single females, that let me know, shit, why it happened to me. Like you're not lying, bro. To say, he said that's a damn lie. They cheat physically with quick ease. I want to say that you're lying, but I would have to dismiss all my personal experience. Well, a lot of my personal experience. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Boy, to bring him back to post, come and hang and chill and show, just get him out the little city, the little town we from, and just bring him up. And I had to give him a coaching, be like, listen, bro, this ain't where we from. I need you to understand. When we get here, we got a game plan. Keep your mouth shut. You don't know shit. Don't say that. Just chill. Because he ain't believe what we're going on. I said, I got 6 on what you cheat.
But see, you were top tier anyways because you were in the military. So that automatically gave you a leg up on it. That automatically gave you a leg up on it regardless. Oh, he military? Oh, he my age. Let me see if I can slide in.
Big
one.
Lord.
You don't go house Monday.
The
We
town
go
was
house
small.
Monday. You get married?
The town was small and still had.
You're right, Jen. You're right though. True, Jenny Pooh.
How do you know you've not been cheating on? You said everyone does something they take to the grave. Oh
Yeah.
well, yeah, that is true.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what I said in the comments too. Earlier in this episode, Norris acknowledged that most people got stuff that they take to the grave with them. So then he'd come later and say, like, no woman ever cheated on me to your knowledge. Well, to your knowledge. You feel me? So I had to disagree with that for sure. But yeah, this part of the conversation I knew I had to react to, man. Because I was like, bro, tweaking. What is he talking about? He knows what's going on out here.
I said if somebody I just didn't know, but I don't understand. I don't understand that. Like when I hear that, like that's weird to me. For a guy to say like they girl was taken, and I'm like,
boy, what? So hey, God bless your covenant, and I pray it never happens, but yours could get took too. Boy, man, shit. Huh. Man, it's 2025. We having a real conversation. Man, shit. That's why you got to be protective. They'll tell you being insecure, let them call it what they want. Protect what's yours. I'm telling you right now, be possessive, fellas. Don't let them bully you out of being possessive. No, that's mine. I'm not with that shit. You're not wearing that. Nope. Be possessive. Nope. Yup. Nope. I don't want to. All right. What you say? You said you went to work with who? Darren. That's the second time I heard Darren's name in the last 2 weeks. No more lunch with Darren. What you mean? I'm coming to bring you lunch. Wait, why are you acting like that? No. I don't listen. I ain't even finna do all that explaining. What is you talking about? Yeah, be a little possessive about her, G. Be a little possessive about her. Or find out the hard way. How about that? Don't then. Be relaxed. Be relaxed. Be relaxed. Yeah, no big deal. I trust her. My girl would never. Yeah, I know a lot of niggas used to think like that. Not no more.
Because they're not that dude.
Hey,
unless you're told what you're
saying. Put Oz up. Hey,
whatever I decide to disclose.
Put Oz up real quick. That last statement from Oz.
7 supporters emotion.
She said,
right. I agree. Oh, he's my age. Let me see if I can slide in. This one. You don't go house Monday.
The town was small and still had.
You're right, Jen. You're right though. True, Jenny Pooh.
How do you know you've not been cheating on? You said one day something I take to the grave. Oh well, yeah, that is true.
That's what I said. I said if somebody I just didn't know, but I don't understand. I don't understand that. Like when I hear that, like that's weird to me. For a guy to say like they girl was taken, and I'm like,
man, you say you from Louisiana or something? Boy, we from Chicago. These hoes mean as hell out here. Nigga, what? They'll leave you. Man, what? Man, he from the South. He from the South. You dealing with a whole different breed of female. Bring your ass up here. Bring your ass up here for 6 to 8 months. Shit. Shit. Lying to me. Where Tez at? Tez, you still in the chat? I'm finna drop this link. What my dog talking? What Norris talking? What my dog talking about? He need to be in the chat today, of all day. Because what is he talking about, bro?
Because they're not that dude.
Because they're not that dude. Yeah, that and we got what we need right here. We got what we need. Shout out to Uncle Plug TV. Shout out to Souls of Thought. Southern women are different. Absolutely. I've been all over this country. Southern women are different. And he's tweaking. Come on up here to Chicago, deal with some of this up here. He talking about that's weird to him. Shit, they'll cheat on you, let you know they cheated on you, how and why, and exactly all what they did to that nigga, and send you a video if you keep playing. Fuck is you talking about? Mean as hell. Chicago women, and it ain't no pics, that's why we going into the next question of the day. He said I could pop in for a few. I bet. Come join me for this question of the day. That's it on the reaction video. I'm finna drop this link and we're gonna do the question of the day right quick with Cortez. All right, let's do this. All right. Hold on, I'm finna drop the link right now in the chat, bro. There you go. There you go, my boy. Go ahead, get backstage. I got the question of the day already queued up. It's actually based off of April's last statement on the reaction video about the guy not being that dude. So I'll get that queued up while we wait on Cortez to get backstage. Shout out to everybody in the chat. 333 if y'all with me. Classic. Yeah, I got that queued up already. Yeah, we just waiting on Cortez. So the question of the day, do women cheat because he's not that dude? Do women cheat because he's not that dude? Before I give my take on it, I'm gonna wait on my constituent, man. Wait on my dog to get backstage, man. But yeah, that's a great reaction video, man. Make sure y'all tap in with the squad, man. Like I always say, I don't agree with all of anybody's takes, but like Norris know how women move, so he got to understand that there are men on the other side of how women move. You know what I'm saying? It's not something for him. When he kept saying, "I don't understand, I don't get it," well, yes, you do. They're not cheating on women. These women ain't out here cheating on each other. They cheating on a guy. What you think? So you think all guys are not emotionally? They understand not to be overly emotionally invested in a woman for the just in case her nature takes over and she do you down dirty. Like, nah, some dudes out here, they feel that super strong, that naive ass love that Eve was rapping about. Love is blind. They feel that shit before they find out the hard way what can happen on the backside. They feel that shit. They go head first into it. They fully vulnerable, and like we said, vulnerable by definition, susceptible or susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm. They make themselves vulnerable, and then shit. Unfortunately, some of them, they suffer the consequences of their vulnerability. Happens every day. Happening to somebody right now at lunch at a Starbucks near you. Somebody getting hit over the head with some bad news. Yeah. Where you at, Tiz? Link in the chat, bro. Trying to wait on you so we can do this question of the day. And then I got the code language after that. So I just do the question of the day with you, and then I'm going to move into my last segment. Probably trying to get himself situated. April, you did a good job on the panel. Can't wait to have you on the women's panel. We're going to do every third Tuesday night. So I'm going to text you, though. Miles Bachelor said, I feel that women will collect enough brothers. He said, I feel that women will collect enough brothers because each serves a purpose. Yeah, I mean, well, for a woman, having a heterosexual male best friend, it comes with all the benefits of a boyfriend oftentimes without having to do anything physical, with the guy. So without the obligation of intercourse or anything like that. So a lot of times, it comes with that benefit. And then for the dude, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on why he have a female best friend, but it could come with all the benefits of a girlfriend without having the romantic component to it. So I mean, there's pros to it, but there's cons too. Just like everything, you already know pros and cons for sure. Like, okay, you got your male best friend and all that, and y'all relationship like this and that, woo, but that could get in the way in your dating life, in real life, when you try to get real serious with somebody. Yeah, so it just be like that. All right, Cortez taking a while. I think I'm gonna start going ahead and answer the question of the day. But do women cheat because he's not that dude? I'm gonna go ahead and say being that dude or not has nothing to do with women cheating. And the whole concept of women cheating emotionally first and all of that, that's not always necessarily true either. Women cheat for more reasons than one. We'll get on these panels and they'll talk like it's a monolithic thing, but most things aren't monolithic. There's multiple reasons why women cheat. Some women cheat simply for the physical. The boyfriend that's a great guy and this awesome dude and this, that, and the third can't satisfy her in the bedroom the way she want to be satisfied. And she may stay with him because he's a great human being and a great father and a great this and that. He's just not a great romantic partner. You know what I'm saying? And so she know this dude she worked with or know this dude that, whatever. And he played this role of just fulfilling her physical needs. That happens. That's a thing. You know what I mean? Then you have women that do cheat emotion, go start liking a whole nother dude, you know, because maybe you a cold grinder and you don't delegate enough attention or time or amount that she sees fit or conducive. You know what I mean? And so she feel that void with another man's, you know, warmth and attention. Maybe that dude is on her bumper and makes her feel desired and wanted. And so the more you grind and stay away and try to provide and this, that, and the third, the closer she gets with this guy, you know, in the spare time, in the free time, you know, because you're never home. You know, it's a lot of reasons why women cheat, just like it's a lot of reasons why men cheat. Oftentimes cheating comes from feeling some type of a void. There go the dog. What up, bro? Mic check, mic check.
What's cracking, man?
Oh, all is good. All is good. But yeah, man. So question of the day. I know you only got a certain amount of time and we almost at the end of the show for me too. But question of the day, well, the second one is do women cheat because he's not that dude?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
Okay.
not the only reason. No, like here's the thing, right? You can be that dude all you want to. She's still gonna do what she want to do.
Mm.
Matter of fact, in my opinion, you could be that dude and she gonna cheat more because you that dude.
Talk about it.
Like these guys that I'm watching, you know, from what you posted on here and what you were reviewing today, they talking about, oh yeah, I was in the military and I'm going all the time and I'm making money and everybody know me. Okay, yeah. So the minute that you make her upset by being out of town or just not being available when she wants you to be, she gonna find a reason. Talking about emotional cheating and all of that, it don't take all of that. I'm telling you right now, it don't take all of that. It really just starts with her wanting to do what she wants to do when she wants to do it.
But we gotta introduce this because you know this is all about nuance, right? So let's take this into account. You've been all over the country as well, right? I don't want to
Yep.
assume. Okay,
Country,
so
world, both.
me too, me too. Okay, so cool. So we're well traveled. Where would you rate Chicago land women amongst meanness of women you've dealt with globally?
Oh, they are hands down the meanest women I've ever met.
Yeah. And that's why in
I've
this,
met women in,
yeah,
I want to say, 12 or 13 different countries.
okay.
And I want to say that Chicago women are the meanest women I've ever met.
Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly. And I actually have said that to some Chicago women and they agree. They know they
Yeah, I
mean
don't
it.
know any women meaner than Chicago women.
I
Like,
don't
and
know any women, and
that's
they don't
not
have
being a jerk. That's just being honest.
honestly. We're both well traveled. So between the
Yeah,
two of us, it's probably 30 to 40 countries of travel in this conversation. Chicago women are mean as shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And it's
the
not, and when I
meanest.
say Chicago, I'm not talking about the city of Chicago, I'm talking about the Chicago land.
Yeah,
So
Chicago land.
all the surrounding
We're
suburbs.
talking
Yeah.
about all the way from the very top towards Wisconsin, all the
Uh-huh.
way to the bottom by St. Louis.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it 100 because it kind of changed St. Louis. That's when
Yeah.
it started to be a little bit different. But you know,
Right.
you pretty much in Chicago before you hit St. Louis. Even if you in the burbs,
Oh,
you still dealing with
oh,
Chicago stuff.
Souls is here, man. My comments didn't update. Oh shit. Let me catch up
What's
real
up,
quick.
souls?
He said 333. He said what I missed. I just did a reaction video over y'all panel yesterday, and I was disagreeing with you talking about how you don't understand how men get cheated on. Like it don't register to you. You don't get it. So I was just talking about that. And the question of the day actually pivots off of that. Miles said the date guy, sex partner, bill payer, etc. Yeah, they fill roles. You might
Yeah,
be a dude that check every single box except for the intimacy box, and she gonna check that box. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
for me. For me, it's always whenever
He
I
said,
get with somebody.
he said, we're
Yeah.
in here. Hey, hold on, let me catch
Now
up on
I
this
ain't
real.
hating. You gotta understand availability, man. You gotta
I'm super.
understand availability. In
He's
2025, especially, availability is the biggest one. These chicks want guys to be able to show up, pop up, and be at everything that they doing in all of their events. If they at work, they want you to be at the bar with them. If they
yeah.
bartending or something like that. If they want you to bring them gifts, you can't be like, "Hey, I'm busy. I got stuff to do." Like, I'm at the crib taking care of stuff at home. I'm walking my dog. Blah 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 blah. They think that's enough for them. All it takes is an available dude. And let me tell you, the bums are available. They always there. The bum can be whatever she want. Lay in the bed with her all day. Look, if you're a guy who's about your business, there's no way that you can lay in bed with a chick all day, 3-4 days a week. You know, especially if she still got a job, then you ain't got it. Is what I'm saying. If she still got a job and you laying up in the bed with her 3-4 days out the week during the daytime, you ain't got it like that, and neither do she. And so she gonna look. That's why I say she will cheat with the bum. She will cheat with the bum, even if you are the man. You can be the man and still get cheated on.
For sure. It's not, listen, it's rarely the upgrade. Like I said, it's a void filler. So it's not, he don't have to be a totally better man altogether. You know what I'm saying? He fits a specific nook that's not, you know what I'm saying? And she put that puzzle piece right in. So the thought said,
you gonna ask me what happened with old girl? You gonna ask me what happened?
Well, he said, so I can speak for myself. As I said on the panel, I've never been cheated on from what I know. I I acknowledged it. I acknowledge that you said from what you know. Ignorance truly is bliss now. He said, do not discount my reality. No, I know you got your logic put together, but even when you just said, like, I don't understand it. Yeah, no, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You gonna ask me about what happened with the story, bro? Because it goes right along with this.
I'm just trying to get caught up real quick. And then Miles said, damn, and then Souls of Thought said, Baltimore is up there. They're very manly. He said the women, as far as men, Baltimore gotta be up there.
Baltimore's up there.
Gotta be up there. Mean as hell.
Baltimore's up there.
They start roasting.
Up there.
They start roasting you. Like
Baltimore and Vegas. Vegas up there too.
They're not real. It's not a real place. Vegas ain't a real
place. Vegas is like Candyland, you know, for freaks. All types of different types of freaks. So let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you, right? So long story short, I had a nice little date plan with her, right? And we had been rocking. We had been, you know, I met her mama. Her mama liked me. You know, the whole thing was so much fun. And then like we had a date plan, and she hit me up like, "Hey, I need a little bit of extra time to get ready." And I'm like, now the way my time's set up, I'm like, if I go out with her, I'm not gonna be able to crack, because now that time that I was gonna spend cracking is gone because she needed a little bit extra time. So then she hit me and she was like, "Hey, I want to bring my best friend with me. You know, he got into some stuff at the crib he was at, blah, 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 blah." It's telling me a sob story. And I was like, "Oh, the one that's in the Snapchat, right from like 10 minutes ago. Yeah. Oh, yeah, y'all go have a good time." She's like, "What you mean?" I said, "We ain't got enough time to do what I want to do." I said, "Y'all go have a good time, right?" So y'all go hang out, y'all have a good time. So then the next couple of days go by, and you know, now in my brain I'm already detached, but you know, I'm watching HBO now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching this, and she, you know, they've been hanging out 2-3 days in a row, blah blah blah. So then she hit me up. "Hey, you ain't hit me up in a couple of days, but you've been looking at my story, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "You seem like you're doing just fine without me. What you mean I ain't hit you up in a couple of days?" And so she was like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, I'm just letting you come. Like, what, you want me to come over real quick or something like that?" You know, me trying to see what she on. And she, "Oh, you know, my best friend is over. I let him sleep on my couch. He's been staying on the couch for the last couple of days because of what happened at the crib that I told you about." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. He been sleeping over. All right. He been sleeping on the couch. She got this little small ass, uncomfortable ass couch, bro. He ain't sleeping on the couch. He in the bed with her. You know what I'm saying?" So then I did completely like ignore her, detached, blocked her, everything, right? She hit me up on a random phone number, I want to say like a couple of weeks later. And she was like, "Hey, I really need your help right now." And I'm like, "You don't need my help. What's going on?" She sent me a video. Dude done like whooped her ass, beat the whole crib up, punched her dog. You know, so it's blood everywhere. She talking about, "Can you please help me out, blah, blah, I need a job, blah, blah." I'm like, "What's going on?" "My man beat me up." And I'm like, "Yo, man, you talking about dude?" She's like, "Yeah, talking about dude." So I was like, "What happened?" "The police came and arrested him. I'm just trying to go tell them that it was a mutual thing." I'm like, "Girl, you crazy. I'm up out of here." You know what I'm saying? Completely, totally dropped. I'm like, see, I knew he gonna tell. So then she tried to tell me, "Well, he confessed his love for me. We've been best friends for the last 10 years. And he said I'll never give him a chance, blah, blah, blah. And then he see like I'm hanging out with you, and then I'm about to pass him over again. And I felt bad." I'm like, "Hey, this on you. This ain't got to do with me. This ain't got nothing to do with me. You was gone."
What level loser is that to like play a friend position for years just to get like a specific woman's cat? You know what I'm saying? Like I've never met a woman so fine that she worth years of fake friendship just to get a little piece of it. That's crazy. There isn't. I'm willing to say there is no woman beautiful enough for that type of behavior.
No, that's worse than simping. That's worse than simping.
Yeah, you're a loser.
At least simps have an end goal, right? Simps, when you simping, your end goal is very clear. You either want her or you want to take care of her. You know what I'm saying? Which, hey, to each their own. I wouldn't do it, but to each their own. But to be a fake best friend, just so you can get a shot at the buns, and I'm talking about 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years in some cases, like. And then, cause I hear it. Like I said, I work like my extracurriculars. I work at the bars, the clubs, the venues, the concert halls, whatever. I love to make it a community. And let me tell you, these chicks be coming in here with these wild stories. And the crazy thing is, like the real dudes around, they listening to these stories and they're like, "Shorty, how didn't you know this?" Like that's the game right there. Not only is that the game, that's what all the losers do. Like you getting caught up with losers left and right, but it's because you're susceptible to that type of stuff, and that's why So I wasn't hating on you. I'm just saying, like I seen it in person too many times to count. Like I don't have enough fingers on my hands.
He's from the South though, bro. He's from the South. He's dealing with a different brand of woman.
Yeah, the Southern women is different. Southern women is very different. Southern women don't like cheating, and I will say that Southern women as a whole. We're not talking about we ain't talking about the sexy reds. We're talking about as a whole, the non, that word that we're not saying right now. They not really about that. Like them Southern belles, they're not about that cheating lifestyle. They don't like to do it. Most of them don't even like having sex without a title. Most of them, not all of them, just most of them. And
what part of the South you talking about? I know
I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm talking about the South, bro. I'm not talking South. I'm talking about y'all got plenty of space. It's 3,000 people in this town, somewhere like Kennesaw, not Atlanta, but Kennesaw. You know what I'm saying? Not Atlanta.
He said, Miles said Cincinnati is becoming gentrified, a good mix, but Native women can be harsh. Yeah, I mean Cincinnati not too far from from the crib. Yeah, it's Midwest, but Midwest women,
American women,
Midwest women, right? Like in the middle of this map, man. Listen. Chicago the worst. I'm standing on that. Period. I've been all over the place. I've spent some time in Ohio. I got family in Ohio. The women out there, I get what you're saying, but it's not even, bro. You come up here, man. Listen, Chicago.
Ohio women are nice. Same with Iowa.
You like the videos, the candid videos that you see where men catch their women cheating and they got the phone out or whatever, and the female just be like, they either try to deny it or they try to just be like, get away from me with the camera, like get away. Like a Chicago woman will lean in it. She'll lean into it. You catch her cheating. Yeah, I'm cheating. Yeah, I'm cheating. You wanna finish recording? Because I'm finna finish what I'm doing. A Chicago woman will lean into it.
They'll send you the video, bro.
they don't listen. Talk about your feelings. What are those?
They're not even send you the video. They're posted on Snapchat, Instagram Live. They make it out with dude. It's a shorty that comes to one of the bars I work at. This just happened this weekend. I was gonna call you about it, but it was 4:00 in the morning. Yeah. It was just this weekend. She was at the bar with her boyfriend that she comes to the bar with every week, right? And then they separated. She said she was going with her homegirl, and he was going home because he had to work early Sunday morning. And so anyway, she over here at the homegirl crib. Why is her baby daddy over there? And I'm talking about this is the most disrespectful ass kissing I ain't seen in my life in a long time. And I'm telling you, bro, we almost 40, and he all in her mouth. And she talk about this my baby daddy. We gonna rock together forever, no matter what. We ain't gotta be together to be like this. And I'm like, see, here's the thing. What people think is that they just randomly saw each other and rekindle. No, dude ain't never. She got a boyfriend, but she don't care. This baby daddy, this clown that's out here. Trust me, he's a clown, bro. He is a clown. This clown that she all of that with.
Never, fellas. I'm not saying it's gonna be you. I'm not saying it's gotta be you. Just never move like it can't be you. You would be unwise to move like it can't be you. It could be. Nobody's exempt. So said I've been around. He said I've been around the world 20 years, retired Air Force. But that's also why he's never had his heart broken. 20 years in the Air Force, it's hard to get your heart broken. It is. It just is. Like the marriages don't be half the military in general. The marriages don't even be halfway real, kinda, sorta. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas be getting.
I wish I would have did 20 years, but let me tell you, my boy is what? How old are we? So my boy that I enlisted with, he is at 16, 17 years right now. 16, 17 years right now, and like him and his wife don't be cheating, but they hate each other. Like they never wanted to be married in the first place, and they got 2 kids. Like they look like a happy family from the outside. If I told you who it was, you'd be like, I knew something was wrong with that situation, but I ain't gonna tell you. You know, so I'm gonna keep that one in my chest. But they hate each other, and he's not retired yet. He's got 16 years going strong right now. I believe he in Qatar right now, so who knows what she's doing? I ain't seen her around, but he keep going on deployment to stay away from her. You know, it's easier that way. You know what I'm saying? She can get a pension. He can get a pension. You know, I think they was in love at one point, but that it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That way, baby.
I mean, if you, it's like this when I hear, you know, as far as like back to the question of the day, digressing to that, like, do women cheat because he's not that dude? I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that can be one of the many reasons, but I don't think that has any. You could be that dude. Like I said, it's about we are in today's time, we are a weaker version of man in general. In general. There's a small percentage of us that you could drop off in any time period. But for the most part, we're a weaker batch of men because of a lot of different reasons, right? And for the women, they are a more selfish breed of woman in general than those of other time periods. So you being that dude and all that shit, listen, that shit don't mean nothing. The more ambitious you are, the more time you're gonna spend on what? Your craft, your grind, your bread, your folk, the less time she's getting. These women think about themselves. And if she not getting, I got you, Ted. But if she not getting her time, bro, if she not getting her time, somebody gonna get her time. Believe that. Believe it. And listen. Ignorance is bliss. I'm not a detective. If I'm dating a woman, I'm not going through her phone. I'm not checking her emails. I'm not asking. I don't even listen. A woman could cheat on me for 30 years. I'll never catch her. I'm not a detective. I don't even worry about that type of shit. I believe when you get into a long-term committed relationship, that should be the last thing on your mind. It's so much other shit to focus on, whether or not I know exactly what you're doing when you're not around me every second of the day and shit like that. I don't even think about that type of shit. He said tolerating each other. Yeah, that happens often. Yeah, it happens often. What were you gonna say?
You remember a couple weeks ago when I popped in on you and McBride?
Yeah.
And we was talking about
on the gram. On the gram.
On the gram, one of the gram shows. And we was talking about how, you know, you could be that dude, and you can, but guess what? Chris Brown exists. And oh boy, whose name I'm not about to say, from the Cubs. I'm sitting there next to the chick. I'm on a date with the chick, and I find out they was dating. That's you cannot judge or prejudge or predict that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to see my favorite baseball team and my favorite sports franchise on the planet having a good time with a pretty chick, and this is what comes. There's nothing you can do about it, man. You just got to be solid with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to be healed on yourself. I didn't freak out about nothing. I continued to have a good time while I was there. You know, me and homie exchanged info, and then I bounced up off the chick because, look, I'm not gonna say that I felt like I was inferior, but I do not make $25 million.
No, don't back out. You said it. You said it with your chest. Stand in that shit. You said dude was inferior. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know how to bounce.
This be the thing that dispels the he's not that dude shit. Because the female will cheat on you with somebody that's a lesser brand of man, and then they'll spin your block and try to get back with you for years. So don't tell me I wasn't that dude. I'm him. You done spent at this point, you spent more years trying to get me back than we was even together. Yeah. So I know him. Yeah, so that not that dude shit. That shit don't be
big head. They hit you up hundreds of times. Oh, how was your weekend? Girl, I did the same thing I do every weekend. I busted my ass. Why you asking anyway? It's the truth. You gotta. That's why you said it, and I agree with you. Men from the past is not the same from men today. You know, easy times made weaker men, and that's the truth. Easy times made weaker men. But here's the thing: when you have weaker men, women get stronger because they have no other choice. And so so every time you say classic, I get happy because I like to keep it classic and I like to keep it classy. So for me, I 100% agree. Everybody is way too soft. Everybody is way too emotional. They live inside their emotions. They don't know how to handle things the right way. How you think 22-year-old me felt when I found out my chick is riding around in Drake's limo?
See what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Drake got you. He ain't
Bro,
get
he
me.
got me.
I know a
He
few
got
people.
me. Bro,
Drake.
you remember the light skinned shorty I was with forever?
No,
Yeah.
don't do it. Don't do it. A lot of people watch this. No, they listen. They watch more. They watch more than they engage. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, she was. Hey, she know who she is.
Don't do it. Not on YouTube. Not on YouTube. G, I'm telling you, this shit spread. G,
I got Drake, bro. I got Drake. I got Drake.
I know Drake. I know Drake got a couple of y'all. Trey Songz got a couple of y'all. Who else slid through the sea? Oh, Bow Wow got a couple of y'all.
Dude, I got I got It was what, Miles from Moesha? That was the first time they got me.
Oh yeah, damn. Oh, when they were shooting roll bounce.
Yes.
So many.
Bro, my dumb ass picked her up from the set. Bro, I picked her up.
When they were shooting roll bounce, boy, my girl was all but locked in a room, boy. Drake slid through the shot roll bounce. Hit all y'all girls. Bro, they came through here with a switch on
that. I'm like, wait, who? You talk about Miles from Moesha? Like, what?
See, hold on, Cortez, because this is a global show. These Chicago problems. Y'all don't know about this. Y'all don't know how Christian Bale gonna be in town for the next 6 months working on motherfucking Batman, and you telling me your girl's safe and she working the Hancock building. Yeah, okay. She is, yeah. My girl would never. Yes, she would. Yes, she would. Hey, when they shot roll bounce, Bow Wow and them niggas hit damn near the whole city. I ain't gonna say our city, but they hit damn near the. Oh boy, they didn't get mine. They didn't get mine. That whole summer we was at.
You know why they got her? She was working at GCI.
Yeah,
she was working at GCI, and they came in there for an interview. And next thing you know, he took her to lunch.
I choose you.
Bro, he took her to lunch. She went to the set for the show. He took her to the set. And he walked to her around. I was supposed to pick her up at like 6. I didn't get over there till like 11:30.
Yeah.
And then she tells me, bro, we driving. Did you have a good time? Everything was fun. And I'm, my little young self. This is great. Blah blah blah. And I got something to tell you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I almost crashed on 55, bro. Almost crashed on 55.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
As soon as I found out Lil Bow Wow was gonna be in Chicago the whole summer, I got season passes to Six Flags. We spent the whole summer at Great America. Y'all stupid? Is y'all crazy? Yeah. Listen, you're not gonna beat clout, folks. You're not beating clout.
You can't. It's
you
impossible.
ain't beating clout, hey, Kanye said it. Instagram got your joint. Instagram got your chick.
I wasn't like, as an adult, bro. Like I ran into the situation probably a couple of more times as an adult, and I'm not even upset about it because it's just like you cannot beat clout. Like that woman that was on stage with Usher, she was married for 27 years, and she over here telling Usher that her husband said he ain't never heard her say no stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What she said to Usher on stage in front of all of them people in Chicago.
Yeah.
He said, I ain't never heard. I had to divorce her, and everybody like, you had to. And he's like, I ain't never heard her say nothing like that before in my entire life. I don't even recognize the woman that was on stage.
Yeah, he said she never looked at me like that either. He said we've been married all this time and she ain't never looked at me like that.
27 years, bro.
Hey,
4 years of dating, 27 years of marriage. They've been together for 31 years.
Chicago.
Chicago did it. Chicago did it.
Yeah. Listen, your feelings, what are those? Your feelings, what are those?
You gotta have thick skin living here.
Hey, they gonna learn today, Cortez. They don't know they from the South.
You remember the juke jams? So I'm just gonna ask, as you know, we're adults now, and this was a long time ago. So how many people's chicks did you meet
Man, come
or
on, dog. Come on,
like
dog. You couldn't even go use the bathroom.
I'm just saying, like, so
Hey,
like you ain't had to do no work, is what I'm saying. Like you didn't have to do no work. Like you could walk in there as long as you had on a fresh pair of jeans, some ones and some Reebok classics on, a fresh crisp t-shirt, and maybe a hat or a lining. You was straight. You didn't need no jewelry. You didn't need none of that. You just need to go there. And then you had celebrities and celebrity rappers. Like I remember the time when Lil Jon and the East Side Boys came to Markham, and we had the Juke Jam in Markham. Bro, I'm talking about it was so many people from all over the place.
Man, listen,
okay, baby. But like it was so many people.
I think the biggest thing we could draw from this, to conclude on this question today is just more so it's one of them situations where it's like nobody is exempt, and the truth is that the internet, the quote unquote red pill community or quote unquote manosphere or whatever the case has exposed the reality of female nature. You know what I'm saying? And I think it makes a certain brand of woman uncomfortable that the jig is up. It's up, G. More dudes waking up every single day. Nah, G, we know what it is. We know what we really getting. And so because of that, we making our adaptations and our adjustments. And they not liking the way we adjusting. But nah. Jig is up.
Okay.
Yeah, the finesse is over. You feel me?
Okay.
Y'all gonna have to pick out the pool of simps for that bullshit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I'm not mad about it.
No, I don't care, bro. Listen, bro.
Okay.
Listen, they made it convenient for me.
Yeah, it's easy now.
Yeah, I can do what I want. I just whatever. Every day I can wake up and change my mind.
It's like going to the grocery store. I can go to the grocery store. It's 8 different kinds of milk. You know what I'm saying? Now I get to see exactly because all the labels is on it now, and y'all okay with that? Like I just if I meet a new chick and she adds me, and she is right there, it's a spicy link. Okay, cool. I know exactly what she's trying to do. You know, and if I meet a chick and she like, I'm not saying that you can just read people back off the surface. I'm just saying it's a lot easier than it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, if you conduct yourself a certain way, he said this is an honest question. Let's go chat Q&A real quick. That's it for the question of the day. So on the chat Q&A side, Norris just posed a question to us. Let's see what he's talking about. He said this is an honest question. All ego to the side. Do you guys feel the women who cheat with men with clout wasn't just out of your league? Nah, these chicks be busted. You'll be surprised the celebs.
Yeah.
Not even busted. That's not right. That's not the right term. These chicks
what Kobe did.
Not busted. They be basic. Like, okay, so like this what we learned living in a big city like ours, right? Where like everybody come through here, right? This one thing that we learned. We learned that, you know, the females that celebrities like that they rap about and stuff like that, the females, when they talk about they got so many chicks, they be talking about regular females. We think when we listen to the music, this is what we learned in the big city. Yeah. Regular. They like some shit we went to high school with that we wasn't even necessarily sweating. Like she had a boyfriend and shit. It wasn't like she was the finest girl in school. You would think the way they talk about it, when they come to the big cities, they get all the chicks that was the finest girl in their school. No, these joints be normal. Like regular. You be like, what?
Normal.
You be thinking to yourself, if I was Bow Wow, I wouldn't have picked her. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be some
baby
shit
mamas,
like,
bro. They be with people's baby mamas.
It don't even be no out of your league shit. I think it'd be a situation where people just had two different agendas. Like for me, I'll speak for myself, and then Cortez could tell his story because, like I said, women cheat for a lot of different reasons. So I want to really expound on your question for you, Norris. So, like for me, I'm a product of a family of a whole bunch of people who died married, and they all got married young. My parents are high school sweethearts. My godparents are high school sweethearts. My grandparents they met in early adulthood and got married in their early 20s. All of these couples still together or passed away together, right? So that's what I come from. So in my brain, you know what I'm saying? It was very much a possibility to meet my wife in high school. I don't know it not to be true because my whole family consists of it, right? So my reality was different from the way society was changing. And I had nobody around that was ahead of my curve to come to be like, hey, G, like I know how the family set up. I know what it looked like. That's not what it is outside for you. At your age, the year you was born, and what you finna encounter, is a different batch of females from what you used to seeing in your actual family structure. So there was nobody to actually give me the game. So what I did was I went out in the left field and I had to start catching pop flies. So that's when you learn the nature on the job. Now, Norris, I know you said yesterday your mom gave you the game off rip. She told you the truth about female nature. That's convenient, but it's rare. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go. Right. So I had to go. And then so what I was doing was I was being like grown man serious about my girlfriends at like 16. I was grown man serious. Like yeah, like in a couple years. Yeah, in a couple years we yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? And not knowing that most of these chicks from my generation have the itch. I think y'all seen me define what the itch is, but most of the chicks from my generation, they have the itch. They have the desire to be a 304 at least for a little while. Or they'll feel like they had some FOMO, right? They missed out. They didn't get to go do the ding dong gymnastics. And so because of that, I had to learn the hard way while I'm trying to be serious and be a good guy and not cheating and being monogamous and meeting the parents and all that shit. You know, they running off with the free safety.
Yeah,
they're running off with the free safety. And then look, after he dog her out, you feel me? They try to spin back around the block.
Come back.
And I've never dated a woman twice. Because at the end of the day, you can try to set your boundaries and force somebody to respect you, but what you can really always do is respect yourself. Well, go ahead. What's your take on this question? Bro?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is gonna sound terrible. All ego aside, I was the guy. So, and I don't think anybody can doubt that. I was the guy. Nobody could beat me in anything. I got, especially towards the end of high school, like
you ain't hoop though. You ain't hoop.
Yeah, I stopped hooping.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. You ain't hoop. Chill out.
I stopped. Yeah. I can still ball, but I knew my lane.
Okay, because when it was that season,
I knew my lane.
Okay. Go ahead. Track and football. When it was basketball season. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I knew my lane. Like if it was baseball, track, or football, I was goated. But basketball, I knew my lane. I knew when to get out. I could pick up a game with the boys. I'm about to take them on one-on-one. No, I was smart with that. So I'll say this though. For the most part, that's really what it came down to. Of course, yeah, I was the dude, but there's always a bigger dude. There's always a bigger fish, a bigger whale, a bigger shark. You know, in my case, okay, I might be at the time I was at Bolingbrook. At the time, I'm one of the the top guys there in my opinion, and that's just how it went. You know, the bright future, all of that good stuff that we talk about, right? But I'm dating somebody that I think I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with, and I'm gonna try to spend the rest of my life with, the hell or high water, because that's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't raised with this is how the real nature. No, I was raised with get married right out of high school. This is a general question. I mean, no. I think that people will cheat regardless of who they're with. It doesn't matter. I think if you got the guy, look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady had the top model in the world. He was also the top athlete in the world. She still cheated.
Yeah, I mean, I answer with my personal experience, and it's cool for you to answer with yours as long as you're comfortable with it. But I answer with my personal experience just so to give like a real life example that can't be combated in any way, because that's what the reality of it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, like this is that shit don't it don't be just because what here would be the question for the question. What is out of your league? I'm a 5% man. There's no out of my league. Any woman that's dealing with me is in my league.
I mean, are you already smashing? Like if how you smashing is she out of your league?
No, I'm saying like that would I respect the question, but I'm just saying like what when a woman is out of a man's league, what does that mean? Does that mean that like when they stand next to each other, she's so pretty and he's so average that it looked like they're not supposed to be together? Or like what is I guess we would have to define
is it about income? Because
I never met a woman that was out of my league. I didn't, I'm not even boasting or nothing like that, but because of being in entertainment and stuff, I've been around like celebrity women. They just like most of them, I'm gonna be real. Most of like and it's no disrespect, but most of like the actresses and like artists and stuff, like female rappers and stuff, without the glam squad, they be like mid as fuck. Like super mid. Yeah, super like just regular. Like if you went to high school with them, they wouldn't have been the coldest chick in your high school.
Not even close.
Yeah, they be regular. Like it don't. So that like what is out of your league? And then money don't make nobody out of nobody league. You know what I mean? Because what you doing
comes and goes.
He said, okay, cool, cause my small city produced a lot of films as well. Shreveport used to lead in movies back in the day. No, respect to that. But it's one of them things where, like, in Chicago, man, people come here and live for summers, years. Like, bro, no, man, listen, if when these celebrities plant their feet down here, bro, nobody girls say. That's just what's going on, bro. You can listen.
You have to be here and see it. Like, I know it's fantastic, but like when you hear and you see it, like you see it happen in person. Like I said, you see it happen to pro athletes all day. Like, especially if you are one, you see it happen to them all day. These chicks will bounce back and forth from athlete to athlete and then try to come back to you. And next thing you know, you in the third relationship with this chick, but she done dated around the league. All she needed was a footprint in the door. You know, and it's in their nature to date around. I'm just keeping it real. It's in their nature to date around.
So when we do our stream tonight, we'll talk backstage, bro. Listen, I'm Eskimo brothers with a lot of people that the whole world know, bro, and he is too, just because of where we live, bro.
Yeah,
just because of where we live, bro. You listen, I'm serious. You would be shocked, dog. Like, it ain't.
If we start talking about it, we'll probably find a whole lot more we have in common.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to talk about it. We don't talk about it. Like, that's one of those things. We don't talk about it.
Yeah,
None of us talk about it.
Bulls players, Sox players, especially when the Blackhawks was winning, going to the Stanley every year.
Oh, they was cracking everything.
Whatever. Listen, bro. If it wasn't nailed down,
I know quite a few who I also cracked. That was cracking Blackhawks players.
Come on, man. If it wasn't nailed down, bro, that shit could move during the earthquake. I'm just letting you know.
I remember she called me. She got season tickets because he gave her season tickets. Do I want to go with her? And I asked her how she got season tickets from such and such a name. And she told me, oh, they was together for a month.
Yeah. And that's why he said some women settle and then they move around once they find what they want. But the problem be with that is they settle for a man that truly care about them and value them. They move around to the man that they want, and he doesn't value them, so he dogged them out. And then they try to go back and get valued again after they've diminished their value with the man that thought they was diamonds.
They go on a revenge tour.
I'm gonna be real. Once a female, I don't know. The universe work crazy against women. Once you dog out that one genuine dude, I ain't seen nobody bounce back from that, right?
They don't bounce back afterwards.
Maybe you have. Souls, you could chime in, bro. I know you probably working, so you can't jump on the link, but. I haven't seen the female that dogged the genuine guy. I haven't seen recovery from that in my personal life. I haven't seen recovery. Huh?
It's over for them at that point.
It's like they cursed. It's like they ate from the forbidden tree.
That and like so I will say this: the major difference that I have seen. This goes back to your original question. The major thing that I have seen is that women will do it with ease because of the ability that they have to do. You know. Men seek it. Women are the givers of it. You know what I'm saying? Men will seek sex. Women can give sex. So that makes them a little bit more powerful in the cheating atmosphere or whatever, because they can give it, whereas we seek it. Well, most of us anyway. You know, it's just how we're made. We're biological creatures.
Yeah.
The thing is, men don't carry the same type of guilt afterwards that they do. And even if they act like they didn't bother them at all, 6 months, 8 months, 9 months down the line, if they had a real winner and they screwed him over and dogged him out, they're gonna start feeling that inside, man. Especially when they start losing in certain areas. And it's this thing called the wall. People don't believe in the wall, but the wall exists. And once you start creeping up on the wall, and you start to see that your options is not what they used to be, and you don't have the same amount of pizzazz that you used to have. You know, that stride not as long as it used to be. You start to question if you made the right decisions.
No, I think they be knowing, but that's why I'm gonna continue to build my my playlist, the Let Them Crash Out playlist. I think we 4 episodes in. Claudia Jordan just recently joined the team. She just went on a podcast begging for somebody to come be her husband. Literally begging for somebody to come be her husband at 53 years old. Talking about she tired of paying for her own Land Rover and tired of paying for her other car and so you're not even asking for somebody to come be your husband. You just asking for somebody to come be your dad.
That's the other thing.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna get into it on the episode for sure. She's
I'm gonna be watching probably at work, but that's the other thing. That's the other thing. So All those possessions and out of your league stuff, let me tell you, somebody has to pay for it. And I know how much it costs. And if you paying for it by yourself, you're really looking for somebody to pay for that for you.
Yeah,
I can do it all by myself. It's not comfortable, is it?
You just said out of your league again. It made me think about it. Like, what would make a woman out of a certain man's league? I think when we say that, I think it's based around physical. I can't think of anything else. What would I can't think of any woman off the top of my head where if I met her, I would feel like I'm playing above my you know what I'm saying? Like that's where I play at. I'm qualified.
Bro, you would try to get Angel Reese.
On the 1 to 10, she like me. On the 1 to 10, on the 1 to 10, yeah, on the 1 to 10, that's where hold on, just so we got this shit clear. Men, we know where we sit. On the 1 to 10, I play 8, 9 to 10. That's where I play at. That's my window. Some men play in the window of 4 to 6. Some men play in that window. You know what I'm saying? My window is 8 to 10, folks. So I don't know no women that's out of my league or none of that shit.
You remember like, when I dated the Giant, the basketball player?
Yeah, don't
bro,
say yeah.
She was like 6'4", bro. I dated her anyway. She was like 6'4".
Yeah, man.
I didn't care.
Ain't no out of my league. I don't even know what that is. Shit, you play me, you play yourself. That's hey, shit. Hey. I don't know how else to say it, fuck. I don't know shit that ain't spin my block. Everything's spun my block. Everything's spun my block.
I'm just saying, as I've seen the highs and the lows from other people, and I watch people, and let me tell you, there is no such thing as out of your league. There's no such thing. And when I say this, and I don't mean this with no jokes, I'm laughing about it because of how funny it is to me that this is a concept. Bro, ain't nobody out of her league and ain't nobody out of yours. Because, like I said, 130 pounds, vanilla midget, white, wannabe gangster, Kyle punching walls and drywall can still crack. The same chick that's trying to crack me. And I'm going to tell you, if that's possible, then the league does not exist. There ain't no contracts in this. You know, so that the league is not a real thing.
This shit intramural.
This is the rec. You can just go in there and get picked up 5-on-5, 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 2-on-3 if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
We got next.
Who is we? All 5 of us. All of us together. Wait, so y'all not gonna pick up one by one? No, we come as a squad. That's just how it works.
This shit ain't, bro. Hey, listen, I don't know. We got to move to where Norris from. He from the South. We got to move down there. Hey, dog,
they treat me real nice. They treat me real nice in the South.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
Go back to the farm. And I'm hanging out on the farm. I got my cowboy hat on. It's great. I don't have to worry about nothing. I ride into town, no issues at all. How you doing? I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm gonna tell you though, when you find you a good woman in Chicago, if you in the Chicago land and you do find you a good woman, man, listen. You got to. I know y'all say it's controlling, but you damn near got to create some isolation. You can't tell it don't be no. But look, hey, them single homies you got, we got to talk. Yeah. You got it, bro. You would be unwise not to, G. Because they gonna win. Let's talk about that real quick. You got 5 minutes?
I got 5 minutes.
5 minutes, bro. Who gonna win? That single group of friends that been around, or your new ass trying to establish boundaries?
The friends. I know this personally. I lose almost every time.
How does a man beat him? How do you beat him?
You can't. She has to make a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And once she makes her choice, your only way for you to beat them is for now you stand on the choice that she made. I'll tell you how it always went for me. And this was probably a while back, but the one most recent one was she had a real issue with me telling her about where I wanted her to be at or where I didn't want her to be. Where I didn't want her to be. I didn't want her to be at clubs with her single friends when they all out looking for dick. I didn't want her with them when they was doing that.
Yeah.
I didn't want her with them when they was all partying and getting screwed or having tequila nights. I didn't want that. Well, I don't have to do it. It don't matter. It don't matter. You there. The odds are if it's 4 of y'all, it's gonna be 4 dudes.
Yeah. Why would you park your Lamborghini in the hood?
Right. You ain't got to do that, especially because You know where I'm at. I'm available. Come to my club. You're gonna get in free. You're gonna get free drinks. You're gonna get VIP treatment. You're gonna be able to talk to the DJ. The DJ don't like putting songs on for people, but the DJ will do whatever I want him to do because I protect the DJ too. That's my boy. She know this. She knew exactly what was going on. The thing is, what she didn't like was the fact that she realized that when she walked into the club now, you are no longer walking in an open environment. You are now in a habitat that's controlled by me. And so all of this is under my control. I control how much you drinking. I control how much your friends is drinking. I'm even controlling how much you're spending, to be honest, because you probably won't spend a dime, but the rest of them, you're not about to cover their bills either. Like, it's everything. Like, I'm not a control freak. I'm just saying, after working in this industry and knowing what happens in this industry, if they want to go do single girl stuff, you might as well let them go be free. Swim with the fish.
I think as a man, the more wise you are and the more aware of like everything that's going on outside you become, you know, you naturally that whole thing of like you're controlling that's a gaslight. You're supposed to kind of to be a leader is to have the controls. You know what I'm saying? It's like you feel me? It's like being the person on movie night. The nigga with the remote is the one. Whoever got the remote is the one. You feel me?
The remote, you know.
Yeah, you have the controls for sure. And if I understand what's going on, it's just like when men police women's clothes and you got the women who don't speak the language of wifey, who would say a man should never tell a woman what she should and shouldn't wear, and my body, my clothes, and my body, my all. Okay, you're gonna be alone. Let them crash out. Let them.
That's the thing. That's the thing, and that's where I would make my exit at. And I've said this 100 times on your show and all of your programming. I'll say it again. With women, you ain't got to be with that guy that's telling you that this is what he wants. But here's the thing: you go find out after a while why you should have been with that one, and she ain't got to stay. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: what's not gonna change? My opinion. My opinion's not changing. This is what you're gonna do, and if you don't do this, you won't be with me. That's just how it is. Sorry, there's no negotiations about it.
10-4. I'm gonna hold you to the 5-minute limit, bro. I appreciate you. Jay Zilla said thoughtful. He said, where are the dudes at with the single girls? What you mean? You got to reword that one for me, bro. No, he said, thoughtfully said, where are the dudes at with the single girls? What you mean?
I don't know about that one, man.
Yeah, I don't know what that one means.
Man. I don't want to know where the guy's at. I don't want to. I got 5 guy friends. That's it. And maybe 3 now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't. Yeah. No. All right, bro. Let me bounce before I say something crazy.
No, do your thing, bro. I appreciate you coming up, Jess.
I'm just saying. If anybody ever tries to tell you that you're being controlling because you don't want her being naked outside, then you need to just drop her and let her go.
Yeah,
like,
that's a feminist talk.
Just let her go. Like, let her go out there. Find somebody new that don't want to dress like that outside.
Yeah, that's the people that voted for Kamala.
People did vote for her.
90-something% of black people.
Really?
Man, hell yeah, we've tried to put her in there.
That's why people broke. All right, I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Yeah, all right, bro. Hey, shout out to the homie Cortez, man. Almost funny as hell. But yeah, shout out to the dog Cortez, man. But yeah, man, that was great live segment today, man. We did a couple reaction videos, couple different questions today. Shout out to the classic chat 333 in the building, man. Make sure y'all support the channel by hitting that free subscribe button, that free like button, dropping these free comments. Let's have a conversation, whether we agree or disagree, because we got to crack these codes, man. We got to get to the bottom of things for sure. But if y'all don't do anything else for me, you know the last request I always got for y'all, stick to the codes. We got another class.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart.